Hey, this is Jonathan, and it's kind of late. If you couldn't tell, it's almost 12:30 right now, and I'm recording still. So it's Friday, so yeah, because of real life things, I have to record later, but that's okay. It's a weekend. I'll be fine. Anyhow, last time I was doing a bit of research. At least I ended on a bit of research because I needed to understand what example.ron was. I still don't have my answer. Is this in, what is this? Is this a prefab file? Like, I don't know. What I want to do, actually, is just duplicate this tab and search for this implicit sum. I want to know if it's defined somewhere, or how does this work? Because I've never seen this before, and it doesn't seem to appear in any documentation. I'm wondering if it's something that you have to define as like a property or like an attribute somewhere, but it doesn't look like it is. So I don't know what that is. That's weird. Enable implicit, or I don't know. Let's look up that. Oh, it's not even gonna look for that. Oh, it's only 27 results. We can kind of skim through this relatively quickly. Oh, okay, using SVG. Oh, that's for the book. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much what I expected to see this enable a lot, but that's not really what I was expecting. Rare text skinning, okay, interesting. I mean, that's to be expected, it's a game engine. Draw sprite render pass. No. Oh, hello, book. Ah. Oh, hello, this sounds actually useful. I should read the book. That's an interesting thought. Some people seem to think that I'm really good at like doing research and like figuring things out and I don't know, deducing certain things. And well, I don't know. I don't really see what I'm doing that's so special, if anything at all. I feel like it's probably just them. I don't think it's me. But yeah, I mean, if it is like so amazing, great, special, or whatever, then like, hey, here's I'm documenting my thought process. I have to wonder what exactly triggers people to think that, though. Okay. Sprite sheet processor on the render bundle. Yeah, I don't feel like my investigation skills are like any better than anyone else's, really. I mostly just use Google and just search through the code bases using like certain ideas that I get that are pretty much the same set of ideas that I use for solving most problems. I feel, I don't know. it works. It just works. It can take a while, but it works. Anyway, I might want to do this. This seems kind of important. Sprite sheet processor method on the render bundle. Yeah, okay. Did I do that? On the render bundle? Oh yeah, there it is. That's there, and it asks for a draw sprite pass, which is totally a-okay. Yeah, with transparency is here. That's cool. I'm gonna keep that in mind, actually. I'm glad that I stumbled upon that, because I definitely want to be able to support transparency for my sprites. Otherwise, everything's just gonna be like a square. And that doesn't seem particularly interesting. I mean, that's not to say you can't make a good game with just squares, but, you know, if they're just squares, or rectangles, it's not that creative or varied. There's nothing like optional refactor. Okay. Is this? No, that's not. That's something else. This is a weird, I don't know what this is, this attribute. Where is that defined? How did they define this? I guess I don't really care enough for it to really matter. Yeah, I feel like I shouldn't get hung up on that. It's something that they've done. I don't know how they defined it. It's definitely something special, but yeah, I just need to figure out what is example.raw and what is it used for, and how can I expect to use it myself. Example, where's that example I was looking at? Let's go back to that example I was staring at a while ago. And by a while ago I mean yesterday. And by yesterday I mean this one right here. That's not what I mean by yesterday, but you know what I mean. World.exec, or is that exec? Like execute? Probably execute. And it gives it a UI creator, and then it gets creator.create. So it just takes this closure, huh? UI/example.raw, and it gives it unit for the second argument. What is creator? UI creator. I need to look up UI creator. That's important. Okay. To the documentation. And we look for UI. So we're looking at the sub. Is it under here? UI creator. Yep, that's what I kind of figured. Around loading and creating a UI directly. Okay. And from what I saw here, it's using creator.create. Yeah. So again, since I'm recording so late, I have like 0 short-term memory. I'm going to be forgetting things a lot. That's probably going to lead me to trouble, but I can always fix it later. Creator.create, renderable.run, and it gives it unit. Why unit? Just why unit? Okay, world.exec. Yeah, okay, isn't that what they do here? World.exec, yep, that's exactly what they do. Sounds good to me. That's super interesting. Yeah, that's super interesting. I never expected Amethyst to work like this, but yeah, this is very cool. So, since it's a RON file, I'm almost certain it is a prefab, because they keep talking about RON files for prefabs. No, and I've only ever seen RON files being used for A, configs, and I guess B, prefabs. So, whatever this is probably a prefab as well, I think. Does it really matter? As long as it works, it's probably fine. I mean, it doesn't have to have a fancy name. I call it a foo, and it'll work just the same. How's that saying go? Like a rose by any other name would smell as sweet or something? I think that's how it is. Where is create? Oh, here it is. Wow, I'm blind. I've been like looking for this create method all. I'm like, where is it? Oh, I don't know. Here it is. Progress P. What? What is a progress? Okay. Well, I want to know what a progress is. The progress trait allows tracking which assets are imported already. Oh. What? Okay, so disclaimer, I'm not a game developer. At least that's not my profession. So this kind of thing, if it's like if this is like common like game dev terminology, and people know what this is, like this is not something that I know. So I don't really know what a tracker is exactly. Well, it says it allows tracking of assets that are imported already, but what does that mean in the context of this create method? Because the creator.create, it could take a progress, but what does that mean? For it to take, so I guess, a tracker to check which assets are imported already. Does that mean that you won't be able to reload that file? Like, does that mean that it's kind of like memoized? You load it once and then it's cached forever? Is that what this does? So you have to add a tracker? And then there's like a progress counter. I don't know what this is. Can I look at the progress counter? Surely this will tell me something. Check how many assets are loaded. Wow, that's not exactly more descriptive. Yeah. Can't really say I care for this, because I don't understand what this is. And I don't know if that documentation really is good enough. Progress tracker, yeah, that's real helpful for someone who doesn't understand like game dev terminology or whatever jargon. Something about UI prefabs, huh? Okay, yeah, this sounds like what I want for my UI. Okay, so that's good. I like what I'm seeing here. All that matters now is that I actually try and create this. So, do I need to do this create entity with handle? I feel like I don't. Because I have a prefab, well, yeah, no. This prefab loader, my prefab data, is using the sphere.ron from the prefab directory, and it's loading this, and that handle corresponds to that. So it's creating a handle, and then using it here. But that handle only corresponds to the sphere. It doesn't correspond to this at all. I don't think this has anything to do with that. But the problem is this is very stateful, so since there's side effects all over the place, it's not exactly easy to know what's going to affect what right away, right off the bat. Hopefully they documented, or at least they named the stuff well enough that it's not going to confuse people like me. And they don't do some crazy mutation that requires this to depend on this somehow. But I mean, you never know. I feel like I can never trust anything in a context where there's lots of mutation and side effects happening. Like, you can just tell as long as you don't see like a lot of these like lets happening. If you don't see things being returned other than unit, you know that something's up. It's like my inner functional programmer is telling me to be cautious of this code. Like, what is init output, for example? What does that do? That could have an effect on this down here, and I would never know. So, yeah, I have to try and figure out what this does. What is init output, though? Init. Okay, that's in audio. If that's part of audio, I don't think that's very important to rendering the UI. So actually, I think this probably can stand alone. Now, I do need to do this let state data equal that stuff. Otherwise, I can't get the state data. So let's just get that out of the way. Yes, I'm copying and pasting it. It's no different from me just typing it out manually. Also, I have done some more thinking about the filler. And I think I have an idea for what I want to do with this. I think I do have to box this, because this needs to know the size of this, and it just, I could do like the reference with the lifetimes and stuff, but I don't know if that would actually work that well in this context. Because then that would also affect this too, right? So I'm from my research, it seems like a box is the way to go here. I could have like a box of a, immutable borrow, I guess you could say, and then I could get rid of the lifetime and then have the size known so I can use a linked hash set. So that's an option I'm thinking of. I'm gonna play with that on my own time on a separate branch instead of messing up this one further. So yeah, that seems fine to me. I'll get back to that eventually, but for now we're gonna focus on this. Let's state data equal this thing, because, you know. Are we going to take ownership of the world? That's crazy. It used to be that the world got passed in, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it did just get passed in. You had to, and it was an immutably borrowed thing. Or no, it wasn't immutably borrowed. I'm pretty sure it was immutably borrowed. But yeah, you had to take in the world. And that's, yeah, that was how everything worked. I think I have a friend who would totally love this. Just this whole concept of taking the world. UI slash example.ron. You know what? I'm trying to think these aren't actually prefabs. This is just something else. This is a UI specification thing that doesn't really have much meaning. It takes a path. I noticed that it takes a path. Wherever the root is something I do not know. It's under examples, though. Should I trust that? Can I trust that? I don't think I do. No, I don't trust that at all. I don't think that even has anything to do with my... Yeah. But then, wait, if you read this, it says UI examples prefab was broken. Oh, that might be talking about the sphere, though, so... I don't know, that's pointing to this. This is under assets, not resources. So they seem to have this distinction between assets and resources that I don't have in a lot of the things that I do. And also, I completely forgot that I would like to stay at that example. So I can, you know, read. Do they store... They have to use resources from somewhere, right? Like, they're definitely taking resources, yeah. Resources. Wait, why would you do that? Do you see this? Look at this. Display config path points to resources display.ron. Then they have a variable. Resources points to the assets directory. You have a resources directory, but where does the resources variable point? Not the resources directory. It points at assets. Because, you know, that makes a lot of sense. Sure. Maybe I'm being overly critical, but I just find that hilariously stupid. Just the naming, nothing else. I wouldn't do that. In fact, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna prove that I'm better than that. We don't do things like that. Wait. Oh! I can use AppRoot now. I don't have to do this anymore. That's old news. This is the new Amethyst. The improved Amethyst. We don't need to do cargo manifest dir. We can just do whatever we want with this guy, AppRoot. Yeah. Take that. Where does it come from? AppRoot comes from utils. Utils application root dir. Utils, come to me. I don't even have a utils in this list. Well, it's not too late to start now. What was it? Applicate. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. We have it now. We can replace all this. Is that what they do down there? Do they use format? I feel like they are still using format, right? Yeah, they are. So now they use this. Ooh. Or is that not what I was already doing? Yeah, that was what I was doing. Okay, never mind. Oh no, I've committed the same crime! Wait, that's because I copied and pasted, didn't I? No, let's just call that assets. Why would you call it resources? You have something already called resources. Like, come on, that's just dumb. Is this like a game developer thing? Like, game devs call their resource folder assets or whatever, or vice versa. And this is just like an in-joke, just to confuse people who aren't game devs. Or is this just the Amethyst people doing something kind of silly? I guess there's another option in which they actually have a good reason for doing that. Not that I would be able to think of a good reason myself, but you can never assume too much. If there's anything I've learned. Or no, wait. Well, I mean, you can assume too much, but you should not assume too much. Why were there curly braces around this? What was the point of that? Wow, okay. I don't understand that. That was kind of weird, but there we go. Examples, assets. No, we don't want examples, assets. We want assets. Assets. For ascetic people. I don't know what I'm saying. Uh-oh. Oh no. That's not good. That's definitely not good. Computer, are you okay? That's a solid no. IntelliJ, are you okay? Hello? All I literally did was right click this. Oh dear. I think we might be stuck. Can I minimize maybe or something and revive it? Come back to life. Come back. Come back. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I right clicked. It was an accident. Well, no, it wasn't actually. Never mind. You're gonna get closed. Maybe it just doesn't like being run for several days in a row. You know, maybe IntelliJ just says no. I need a rest. You know, this is too much. I need some time off. I need some time for myself. All right. I have to respect IntelliJ's space. Okay. IntelliJ wants what IntelliJ gets, I guess. Oh wait, no, it's back. I think we're back. We're back. Never mind. Don't know what that was about. We're just gonna ignore that ever happened. We're gonna ignore it so hard that I'm still gonna do it. I'm still gonna do it. Wow, I have no idea what's happening right now. Right, this is where I want to be. Sorry, what is happening? Oh yeah, this. Kill that. What? It is? What is it asking me for now? Yeah, okay, let's just exit. There we go. Good, we're done. I already forgot literally everything that I was doing. Oh yeah, I just need to open up IntelliJ again. Yeah, short-term memory not working. It's certainly a struggle. I don't know, maybe there's a better solution than recording at like 12:30, but come on, man. I feel like I gotta record. I just like recording, okay? I just enjoy it. If I don't record, it's just, I don't know. I just feel really depressed. Don't really know why. I just do. So I gotta do it. I gotta. It's something that I actually find enjoyable and is, you know, actually kind of productive. Otherwise, I just sit around and play video games all day, you know? Ah, yes, this problem. See, all I wanted to do was, holy crap, my goodness. Why can I never right-click this, ever? I'm stuck. I cannot right-click this. That's it. I right-click that, everything breaks. What is happening? Literally, this is really messed up. Just let me go, man. Okay, there we go. It's back. Wow. Assets. There we go. Assets. You know what's going in the assets directory? A new file. You know what kind of RON file it is? It's a main menu, I guess. Main menu UI.ron. I think that makes sense, doesn't it? Makes sense to me. So I need to do that inner, let's just say inner product, inner attribute derive thing, enable. Where did I? Okay, there it is. Yeah, I want this. Give me that. So I need this first. obviously, because all these files have that. And then here's where things get kind of tricky. So they have a container. Where's the closing bracket on this container? I know I just called it a bracket, even though if you want to get super technical, it's a parenthesis. But I mean, like, there's so many people who call them like the round bracket. I feel there's no need to really differentiate. Some people are super pedantic though, and they get mad. They literally get mad about like mixing parentheses with brackets and with curly braces. But like some of the authors who write some of the best I don't know, mathematical textbooks. Hell is not a very good description, by the way. But you know, some of those authors they mix up their terminology, so I think it's totally fine. What's your problem? Yes, I copied that entire thing. No, I'm not keeping it all. I don't want all this crap. Wait, you can set the background here too? You can do so much here. Look at this. It's almost like you don't even have to like write proper code anymore. That's crazy. Whoa, what's a container? What is going on? Is there documentation on this? Because I think I need an adult. And by an adult I mean the book. Let's go look at the book. Let's look in a book. Is there a book page somewhere other than... Where is that book? There's 103 people online? Jeez. Jesus heck. There were like 117 yesterday. So, it's kind of interesting there's so many people there. I mean, it went down from yesterday, but still. It's still a lot. I don't know why I scrolled past literally everything without reading it, but I did. Oh, here we go. Here's the book. To the book! Howdy. That's how I greet people, too. Or howdy do. Most of us have worked with quite a few game engines over the years. Well, they did say most. Most. That's the key word there. I don't know why I'm reading this. I've already read this at some point in my life. But, well, yeah, my brain is fried and I don't care. I'll reread things if I please, okay? Where's the prefab place? Or UI place? Oh, here we go, prefabs. Hey. Okay, this is with handles. Not the composer handle, but you know, the prefab handle. This is not what I ever expected to see. But this looks important, and I should read it at some point in my life. Wow, that's, yeah, that seems pretty useful. Wrong format. What? Puffy is the name of that fish, by the way. I'm pretty sure Puffy is the name of that fish. Because someone posted their progress on Puffy, and I'm pretty sure it was just that fish doing some weird stuff. Okay, I guess we'll just try and adapt. We'll adapt everything we see here. I definitely don't want this. Wow, what is this? This is, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of HTML. You know, this actually just reminds me of HTML in a weird way. I know it's technically RON, which is supposed to be closer to like JSON, but like these remind me of like HTML elements, and these are like the attributes in them, and like the nesting and everything. Just it feels so HTML-y, you know. But I guess you could probably argue the same about JSON. I guess. Could you really though? Does JSON have like wouldn't this just start with like a curly brace? I don't know. Whatever. I don't know enough to say. I shouldn't just say random dumb things. What are these words coming out of my mouth? Don't listen to me. Yeah, wow, this is not at all what I expected to see. Yeah, and you have like a children attribute? Like, come on, this is totally exactly how HTML would work. Anyway, it's just a tree. It's just a tree. At the end of the day, it's just a tree. I don't have a lot of this weird stuff, these files, these TTF files and whatnot, so I'm gonna have to go and find them, I guess. Huh. Find them, or create them, or don't use them? Or is there like a default one I can use? Yeah, it's... How do people like get... Like, are there like royalty-free font, like TTF file things that you get somewhere? And that's what people use, or... I don't know. Wow, I'm way sleepy right now. I think I'm gonna stop actually. Yeah, I'm about to like just pass out. So this is where we're gonna leave it for now. I think this is actually the right track. I'm on the right track. I know what I'm kind of doing. I'm too tired to really continue. So yeah, we'll leave it right here, and I'll pick it up tomorrow.